In this video, I will walk you through how to create arrays in Python using Numpy. We'll focus on 1D array. I will start talking about what are arrays, how to create arrays, followed by indexing elements in arrays. You can find the timestamp next to each topic, and please feel free to skip around to find what you need. The 1D row array is a one-dimensional series of elements in horizontal or column direction. In the diagram, the row array name is A, and each element is represented by A subscript j, where j is the index number from 1 to m. The index number should be an integer. To refer to the size of row array, we can call 1 by m array. 1 means a single row, and m represents the column size. To express the row array in math, the square brackets are used to enclose the sets of elements with the space between elements. Similarly, a column array is a one-dimensional series of elements in the vertical direction. The indexing is also similar, and A subscript I represents ith element of the column array A. The column array can be written using the square brackets with the vertical element arrangement. The size of column array is n by 1 array. There are a few different ways to build arrays in Numpy, and you can choose whichever works best for you. I will show you how to build the following 1 by 5 row array A. A simple way to build the row array is to use Numpy array. In Jupyter Notebook, the first step is to import Numpy as npy in order to use Numpy library. Then you can type A as an array name equals sign followed by npy array parentheses, square brackets, type 3, 5, -2, 0, -1. Then you can display by using print A. If successful, it shows elements with the square brackets below. This approach is straightforward and works best if there's no pattern among the elements. To access to the specific element given in the row array, you can use index within the square brackets. For example, if you need to access third element, -2, type A square bracket 2. 2 means index number 3. Note that the index 0 refers to the first element in Python. It shows -2 as expected. If you want to access the last element, you can use A square bracket 4, which is -1. You can check the length of the array using the built-in function len, length. As you expected, you can see 5. What about replacing 5 with 2? You can simply type A square bracket 1 equals 2, and then you can identify the change. You can also add the element at the end. For example, you can add -3 as 6th element by typing print numpy append A, -3. This will add -3 at the end. What about reading the multiple elements at once? For example, you can access first and fourth element by typing A square bracket numpy array 0, 3. You can see the result. To replace first and fourth element with 6 and -3, you can type A numpy array 0, 3 equals numpy array 6, -3, followed by print A. Then you can see the changes. What about creating 1 by 5 row array B having 1 to 5 with increment of 1? You can still use numpy array with the square brackets. In case that the elements increase by 1, you can use numpy array range function. This function generates an array evenly spaced value within a given interval between start and end element, excluding the end element. You can type b equals sign followed by numpy array range 1, 6 to create the row array B. Again, numpy array range creates the element excluding the end element, so it stops at 5. You can skip the start element, in other words, numpy array range 6. It will create an array of 0 to 5 with increment of 1. To control the increment, you can define the step size in numpy array range. This approach works best if the elements are considered as a series having the specific increment. As an example, what about creating 1 by 6 row array C having 0 to 0.5 with the increment of 0.1? You can still use square brackets. However, since the series has the increment of 0.1 rather than 1, you need to specify it. The secret is to specify the increment in Numpy array range as the third argument. You can type C equals sign Numpy array range, first element 0, last element stop at 0.6, and define the increment of 0.1. Then you can print C. You can use colon operator for index. If you use 1:4 for index, it refers to the index 1 to 3. Remember that the last element 4 is excluded. So it means that it will get second to fourth element of C. You can also skip the number before colon. It means that we wanted to read the first 4 elements. You can also skip the number after colon. It will pull up all the elements beyond the second element. What about 1 by 5 row array D having 5 to 1? We can consider this series as 5 to 1 with increment of -1. You can type D equals sign Numpy array range 5, 0, -1. Basically, we use -1 for increment. Sometimes we need to create a row array having the certain number of elements from the start and end with equal spacing between the elements. For example, we would like to create a row array between 1 and 5 with equal spacing for the different column size. You can use built-in function linspace, which represents linear space. This function requires at least 2 arguments, the first element j and the last element k, and column size m. If you skip m, m will be 100 as a default, meaning you will generate 1 by 100 row array. To create 1 by 3 row array from 1 to 5 with equal spacing, you can type f equals sign np.linspace 1, 5, 3. The argument 1 is the starting element, 5 is the ending element, 3 is the column size. The spacing is 2. You can also build 1 by 5 row array from 1 to 5 by changing 3 to 9. The spacing is 0.5. This approach works best when you know the start and end element and desired column size for equal spacing rather than specific increment between the elements. A simple way to build a column vector is to use double square brackets. The inner square brackets are needed to create multiple rows. For example, I would like to build 5 by 1 column array G having the element 3, 5, -2, 0, and -1. G equals sign followed by Numpy array with the inner square brackets and element. If successful, you can see the element in the vertical direction. Another way to create a column array is to transpose a row array by using transpose function. Here, I will show you how to create 5 by 1 column array H for the elements 1 through 5. In this array, the elements increase by 1 from 1 to 5. You can simply create row array using some dummy variable x Numpy array range 1, 6. Then you need to reshape it to 1 by 5 for the transposable array form by using np.reshape 1, 5. 1 and 5 means the size of the array. Then you can transpose x to convert it to the column array H by using transpose function. Thanks for watching this video until the end, and please subscribe my channel if you want to continue to watch tutorial videos in science, technology, engineering, and math. Please give thumbs up if you enjoyed. Please feel free to share your thoughts in comment section down below. See you next time.